Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Raschelle McLean from WholeheartED SEL back again. We are educating the mind, healing the heart. Today, we're talking about a skill that shapes every part of a student's present and their future: responsible decision making. So, what is responsible decision making? Responsible decision making is the ability to think before acting, consider consequences, evaluate choices, practice safety, solve problems, make positive, respectful, ethical decisions, do what is right even when no one is watching, having integrity. It's helping students build the inner voice that says, is this a good choice for me, for others, for my goals? Here are some examples. They ask for help when they're unsure. Students solve conflicts with words, not fists. They think about how their choices affect the class. They turn and work even when their friends don't. They use safe, appropriate language. They follow school expectations even when the teacher steps out. They can admit when they made a mistake. Here are some non examples: running out of the classroom when frustrated, saying hurtful things in the moment, fighting instead of communicating, doing things because everyone else did it, rushing through assignments to go play, refusing to take responsibility, making unsafe decisions without thinking of consequences. When students struggle with decision making, it's not because they don't care, it's because their brains are still learning how to pause, process, and respond. Why this skill matters? Responsible decision making impacts safety, friendships, academic success, classroom climate, long term success in life. Good decisions build trust, poor decisions break trust. And for many students, especially those living with trauma, instability, or high stress, their brains are wired for survival, not decision making. That's why SEL is not optional, it's necessary. I've seen it all. A student who grabbed scissors and waved them during a meltdown, not to harm anyone, but because they weren't thinking clearly in the moment. A child who lied about a small behavior because they feared punishment. Students who ran with the crowd and ended up suspended because they followed peers rather than their own judgment. A student who used to fight daily, but after SEL, they learned how to breathe, pause, and say, I need space. These moments remind us that students make better decisions when adults teach them explicitly how, not just tell them to. Teachers shape the way students think, reflect, and process. A teacher who models responsible decisions stays calm under pressure, apologizes when wrong, thinks before reacting, use restorative practices instead of punitive ones, explains the why behind expectations, helps students reflect rather than punish first. Kids don't learn decision making from lectures, they learn from the adults who demonstrate it. So here are 6 strategies to teach responsible decision making. Remember the pause button strategy. Teach students, when I feel big emotions, I pause before I act. Number 2, think, pair, share ethical scenarios. Pose questions like, what's the best choice? What could happen? Who might get hurt? Number 3, the 3 choice rule. Before acting, students list one good choice, one okay choice, and one not so good choice, then discuss outcomes. 4, decision making anchor charts. Include prompts on your anchor chart like, is it safe? Is it kind? Is it responsible? Will I be proud later? Number 5, have restorative conversations. Instead of, why did you do that? Ask, what happened? What were you feeling? What choice did you make? What choice could you make next time? Number 6, goal setting routines. Students set weekly goals and reflect on their choices. And also you should have classroom jobs and leadership roles. Responsibility grows a responsibility. Have natural consequences. Teach students how actions connect to outcomes in a safe, supported way. Responsible decision making is not about perfection, it is about progress, learning to choose the path that brings safety, respect, growth, and peace. When we teach responsible decision making, we are not just managing behavior. We are shaping leaders, role models, and emotionally healthy future adults. This is Dr. Raschelle McLean from Wholehearted SEL, educating the mind, healing the heart. Thank you for helping children make choices that build brighter futures.